listen, this guy's coming up. Remember, for the first time in his life doing stand-up comedy, a new role for him. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a great time with the comedy of Michael Austin. Come on!
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Austin. This is, as Peter said, the first time that I'll be performing stand-up comedy. And tonight, it's really all about having fun. Just enjoying the experience and giving it your best shot. And if it doesn't go perfectly, I'm going to burn this place to the ground and kill myself. So let's get it going. I'm a physician assistant, and one thing that I hate is how unappreciative patients can be. I walked into a room once, and I said, "Well, ma'am, wasn't easy, but we managed to replace both hips without any complications, successfully, so we can get you out of that wheelchair, and you can see what it's like without that severe pain. See what it's like to walk without that severe pain that's destroyed every aspect of your entire life." And she looks up at me and she says, "You know that they gave me graham crackers when I specifically asked for saltines?" So I just walked out and back into the hallway, and I just said to myself, "You know why you didn't get those saltines? Because I ate them, bitch." Then you have the patient that just never tells you why they're there. "Hello, sir. My name is Mike. I'm a physician assistant here at the hospital. Tell me what's going on." "Hey, you know my brother's name is Mike. It's over in Franklin Square. He's got 3 kids. You got kids?" "No, I don't. What brings you to the hospital?" "Oh, well, my doctor sent me. Dr. Grady." "You know Dr. Grady?" "No, I don't." "Why did he send you?" "Well, here's the thing. When I was a kid..." Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to corner this guy with just a simple yes or no question. "Sir, do you have pain?" "Pain? No, I got pain." "She's back at the house." I used to be a real estate agent, but I was absolutely horrible at it. I took this one guy out to go see a couple of houses, and we get to the first house, and the guy looks at the house and he says, "Mike, I thought we agreed that we were gonna just stick to Dutch colonials." I said, "This is not a Dutch colonial." I said, "Mike, this is a treehouse." I am single, and I recently went on a first date, and she actually ends up driving to the place, and she pops in this CD that she made, and now she's singing at the top of her voice to In Sync. And she looks at me and she says, "Come on, sing along, join in." And all I'm thinking to myself at this point is, oh my God, she's crazy already. I don't want to sing. I hate singing. Especially duet on a first date with someone I barely even know. But then she reaches over and she lays her hand on my inner thigh. And I turned to her and I said, "I'm doing this tonight. Probably gonna start a fight." I went on on another first date a couple weeks ago, and we get to the restaurant, and she puts her phone on the table, you know, like it's a utensil. You know, it's just rude, plain and simple. I'm sorry, but ladies, if you don't have the decency to show a gentleman enough respect to put the phone away for the brief period of a single meal, then for God's sakes, loosen up this top button so I can see some cleavage. You know, I hate being single on these group trips, you know, on like the 9th wheel. Especially at night when everyone else goes off to bed and they leave me behind. But I can remember this one night as I sat there on the couch in the silent, cold darkness, and my right hand looks me right in the eye and says, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" I said, "Sure, let's get every night's neck." I was living at home for a while, and with my parents, and you know, they really go out of their way to do everything that they can to make my life as easy as possible. For years, my dad would make me my breakfast in the morning, and first thing he would say as I woke up, "You want some eggs, Mike? Eggs, Mike?" And one morning, I just lost it. I was like, "Dad, I'm a 30-year-old man living at home with his parents. I got no job, no girlfriend, and I got no money. Can I just get some pancakes?" My dad's a contractor, and the thing about my dad is that he assumes everyone is a contractor. He was working on the bathroom a couple weeks ago, and my 4-year-old cousin comes to visit. And he goes up to him and says, "What are you doing?" So my dad gets down. "Hello, guy. I applied the thin set to the 3/4 inch OSB, but the diverter valve was too long for the Truffin valve, so in the meantime I hooked up the pigtail to the receptacle, and then I replaced the packing nut under the escutcheon." So my 4-year-old cousin looks up at him and he says, the cutest thing. He goes, "Did you use a seat washer to secure the hi-hats?" My dad's a car guy. I love sports cars. Sports cars really give you a big advantage on the road. Unfortunately, I drive a Honda Civic 4-cylinder, and one night I'm at a red light, and this brand new Corvette rolls up. He looks at me and he starts revving his engine. So I start revving my engine. Light turns green, and this guy burns rubber. He is off to the next light. Must have got there a minute before I did. And I finally catch up to him, and right next to him, and you know, he rolls down his window, and he yells out, "Hey, nice car you got there, loser." I was like, "Loser? I don't think so, pal. Tomorrow morning, I'm getting pancakes." Thanks a lot, guys.
Austin, come on! Michael Austin. Pancakes, that's all he wants in life. Is pancakes.